Welcome back. 4 Laurens, a race car, and a little wiener pulled up to the Bachelor house last night to meet this season's Bachelor, who is a blast from the past, actually. Leslie from 106.3 The Groove has our first recap of many for the premiere last night.
Yes.
All of that will make sense here in a second.
I hope so.
But the Bachelor, I said, it's a blast from the past.
It is. His name is Arie. He's a race car driver, and he was on Emily's season.
Yes.
So if you've watched The Bachelor or Bachelorette, you probably recognize him. He was the top 2, and she dumped him. I mean, he was out of left field. He was just like blindsided. He was really in love with her. Like the tears were streaming down and stuff. And when they actually got back together after the rose ceremony, we found out he had tried to give her a book.
A journal.
A journal, basically, of all his feelings, and she never read it. I mean,
Ouch.
he really did seem to genuinely fall in love with her.
And he said since then, he hasn't been able to kind of like find the right one or open up because Emily really kind of like stomped all over his heart.
Yeah.
But now he's ready. Now, people remember him also. He is from here, not from Tucson, but he's from Scottsdale.
From Scottsdale.
He was a race car driver, but he said, I am kind of not stopping that, but he is looking to do a real estate kind of thing, a realtor, because he wanted to settle down now.
Yes, he's got a more stable job.
Yeah.
He's not always on the road. He still does races and stuff, but his main job is the real estate, and it sounds like it's going well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good-looking guy.
Well, so we bring him back. So we know what we're going to do is we're basically going to talk about all the craziness that came with coming out of the limo.
Oh my God, 29 women.
Yeah.
29 women. And of course, you have to try to stand out.
Right. You want to start with Weiner?
Well, that was the first one that stood out in my mind.
Yeah.
Her name is Tia. She's from Weiner, Arkansas.
Weiner, Arkansas.
Okay, and so she presented Arie with a little wiener and asked him, I hope you don't already have a little wiener.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. See what she did there? Again, when I saw her, this is what I thought was really funny. When they first, they do a little bit of a background. They show her at Weiner, Arkansas. I thought, man, she really reminds me of Raven from a couple seasons back. But why is that?
They know each other.
Yes.
Yes. And she encouraged her.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. You guys know each other. That's amazing. So there wasn't as many standouty things, but there was another one. A Mustang shows up.
Yes, 65 Mustang
Yeah.
with Becca, she's the only one we don't know her age. And I think that comes to play more in the season as we see stuff going on in the future. Her age comes into play. And if you go on the website, they don't show her age either. And so people are already saying, what, you're trying to create drama already because you don't show her age. You can tell there's a connection, though.
But she said at the beginning, I may be young, but I know how to appreciate a classic. So she was already alluding to the fact that she's young.
And you can see the chemistry there. I think she's going to go pretty far.
Yes.
In there, but also someone came up with a race car,
An actual
race car, which was, I mean, he's a race car driver, so of course. And then the other girls were peeking out as she pulled the helmet off, and her hair just
like a slow-mo move of the hair. Can I tell you? I think that that's the best thing we're going to get out of that girl.
Yeah, she's very. I thought, okay, she'd be full of this personality, but not so much yet.
No, this is the height of her being on this show right here, you guys.
I love that dress, by the way. The dress is gorgeous.
There we go. That's all we're going to get from this contestant, I think. But that's the strangest thing. We had she's trying to do like a pit stop, like a race car thing. But what does she do?
She said if she wins, she gets a kiss.
Yeah.
So they race around.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the other really strange one was
Yeah.
she goes, I'm not sure if I smell okay. And she lifts up her arms and goes, can you smell? I'm like, really? Is that a pickup line? Like, really?
There it is.
Yeah.
Go in for the smell.
Oh, yeah.
But he does. What a good sport, right?
I know. What are you supposed to do in that? I mean, talk about awkward.
Well, she plays off pit stop. She says that's going to be the pit stop. Get it? Yeah. So we start out, first person that grabs him when he goes inside.
Chelsea. Right away. And the funny thing is the women's reaction is of just complete shock. And I'm like, do you not watch the show?
Yeah.
Like, there's always someone that does that the second now, because it's all about getting time with him. She gets interrupted, though. She says 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
She's already kind of trash talking immediately.
Are we going to call her the villain?
She comes up, and more happens later in the show that I'm like, oh, there's the villain right away.
I think so, too.
She's a single mother. She has not revealed that to Arie, though. And she said, I'm not like an aggressive person. I'm like, you sure were on this show.
Then I don't want to see when you do get aggressive.
Especially when she found out that somebody else already kissed Arie.
Right.
That was cute.
So she grabs him for a second time, which also not a big fan favorite. This is where she's...
Yeah, she interrupts because she's like, oh no, I'm going to have my time. And so she interrupts them. They talk for, it seems like 30 seconds before she sticks her tongue down his throat.
Yeah, it was quite a kiss. There was a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I was like, wow, she's really going for it there.
And some people went more, you were talking about he had already kissed somebody, and that came with a little bit of Barbie Cars.
Yes, they did a little race car thing. It was really cute. Yeah. And if she won, she could get a kiss from him. And he was sweet and smart and kind of let her win.
Yeah, because he wants a kiss.
She loved it because his nickname is the Kissing Bandit.
Right.
And she just would not stop raving about his pillow lips and...
But no tongue. That was just a little bit of a peck. Who ends up getting the first impression, Rose?
Chelsea. He says that she leaves him wanting to know more about her, that she's very mysterious, and he seems to like that. Yeah, that doesn't sit well with all the... I mean, look at the faces. They're all like, oh. So you already, she is a villain in their eyes.
And so we have a rose ceremony for the first night. Can I tell you, he sent home a lot of people.
I thought it was 5, and it could be more.
It's 8 people.
Wow, because they kept going. I'm like, I didn't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her.
So the names is, let's just RIP all these people. Allison, Amber, Bree, Brittany, Jay, Jessica, Nisha, and Olivia, and one of the 4 Laurens that were, can I tell you, I'm happy one of the Laurens went home.
I know,
4
it's crazy.
Is too many. And I went and looked this up. They said that Ben Higgins and him tie for the most number of Laurens in a group.
There's a lot of Beccas and there's a Brittany's and it's crazy.
And also, I know where I'm going to wrap this up, but we've got a fantasy league we want people to go join.
We do have a fantasy league that you can join us. It's free to join, and you get weekly polls and questions you get to ask about what happens on the episode. You get to pick the final 4 and who you think, and so compete against us. It's going to be fun.
All right, I got to go do my pick right after the show. Don't miss the next episode of The Bachelor, also on KGUN 9 next Monday. Then tune into The Blend on Tuesday for the recap and sign up for that Bachelor Fantasy League to compete with others. Visit 1063thegroove.com for info and to sign up for that.